Hi, I'm Cameron Davis. I'm a Kaba Ilco rep. I cover Central and North Florida. I'm here with John LaRocco from Southern Lock and Supply.
AKA Johnny Transponder.
Johnny Transponder. We're in the brand new Ilco van. We're driving around. We're seeing customers, we're seeing dealers, and anybody in the market for automotive key machines, duplicators, originators, cloners, anything to do with the automotive or key making business. That's what we're here trying to show people. So let me show you what's on the van today. The first thing that we're showing people is Kaba Ilco is very much in the cylinder production business. We make key and lever, we make mortise, we make rim cylinders, we make small format IC in various keyways. We make deadbolts. This used to be known as the lorry deadbolt. For example, this one is an ADA compliant thumb piece. As you notice, I can use it with one finger. The next thing that we have on our van is our RW4 Plus machine. This is our cloner. This is a great machine for somebody that is not in automotive, but they have a storefront. If you have a storefront and you sell any locksmithing equipment, levers, what have you, and you don't have an RW4 Plus in your shop, you are losing money every day. What this is somebody brings in a key they have, and they would like another key made. In order to make this key, I have to read the information with my RW4 Plus. I read the key, I take the key out, I find the correct blade for my kit here. So let's say this is the blade that fits the vehicle, and I attach it to my GTH head, and I put my one to be cloned in there, and I write the information from my original key, this one, to this key. This is a little bit less expensive than the next phase of automotive, where I have to originate and program the transponder chip to the actual vehicle. And we'll get to that in just a second. The newest addition that we're showing with our RW4 Plus is this M box, also known as the ID48 for the chip. That allows us to clone Volvo, Volkswagen, and Audi, a couple other makes and models, but those are the big three that it brings into the production. And that gives us about 95% capacity in the cloning market. The next thing on our van here these are our speed machines. These are new. They're all going to be branded Silca. Everything from Kaba Ilco is going to be a Silca branded machine. These ones are now made in India. That's a new change for Kaba Ilco, but they are made in India. They have a 2-year warranty. The jaws have been spaced out a little bit further to allow for larger types of key blanks or ones with big plastic heads on them, so I can fit a bigger key in between this and duplicate it. This one is the good version. Somebody that does maybe 100 duplicates or less a month, doesn't do a whole lot, doesn't want a machine to take up a lot of space, competitively priced, and it's a very solid machine. This speed 044, there's 045, 046, there's different varieties of it, all built on the same chassis, and there's more interchangeable parts than the predecessor, where one model had a specific parts list, the other one had a specific parts list. This is a little bit more friendly for dealers and distributors to carry some of the replacement part inventory and have it readily available for somebody if they need it. Another feature they've done is they've made the calibration a little bit more precise, and the shoulder gauge is a little bit easier to manipulate with it's being spring loaded here. So these two machines are for locksmiths that don't duplicate thousands of keys at a time, but they maybe stick one on a van. Somebody that's doing about 500 or less a month keys, maybe 100 or less a month keys. Then we get to our Bravo 3. This is the one that most locksmiths know or they already have in their shop. I call this the Cadillac, the tank, whatever you will. If I'm going to sit down and duplicate 1,000 keys in one sitting, this is the machine I would use for it. It takes abuse like no other. It's designed to be heavily used, high volume duplication. Really the best feature on this, other than the durability and its ability to handle that volume, is the easy jaws. So I just flip this down and I can twist my jaws around, whereas older models used to have to unscrew this, pull it up, twist it, and tighten it back down. Bravo 3, Speed 044, and Flash 008. All of these are available through Southern Lock and Supply. Next thing on the van are the high security key duplicators. So I've cloned a key. I'm still not quite sure that I want to spend $15,000 to be an automotive locksmith. So if I clone my key, I still need to have a machine to cut this high security key. In order to do that, I would need the least expensive way to get into it from Kaba Ilco would be the Twister 2. This is a high security duplicator. I put my original here. I find my copy blank, and basically with the machine I would trace it around the original, and it's just going to duplicate the cuts right onto the blank. If I'm going to do a lot of duplication and I want something that's a little bit more precise, that has an electronic calibration, it's a little bit more expensive, but this is the Matrix 2 and that would fit that. Those are our best offerings on high security key duplication. Now, I've gone from cloning to high security key duplication. Now I'm fully into automotive. I cut keys by code and I originate them and program them into vehicles. Our #1 automotive high security machine, which I can cut by code, this is the Tricode HS. When I say by code, that means I can have a number that this machine translates into cuts on the key. So you have to have a specific machine that's able to interpretate a code and generate cuts into the machine. The Tricode will do that, and also the Futura. This is a brand new machine. We had the regular Futura last year. This is the Pro. The biggest improvements to the Futura Pro versus its predecessor are both motors are stronger and faster. For example, on the old machine, this Honda key would have to make 6 passes on each side. Today on the Futura Pro, I've got that down to 4 passes on each side. The last thing we're showing on our van is the Advanced Diagnostics, which is a Kaba Ilco company, the MVP Pro with the Smart Dongle, or the T-Code Pro. The difference between the two machines are this one, the T-Code Pro, is a software-based machine. The Advanced Diagnostics MVP Pro is a token-based machine. This is pay-as-you-go. This is I have to buy the software. This works best on maybe fleet management where I know specific models that we're going to work on. Say we only do Chevy, say we only do Ford. The T-Code would work perfectly because I only have to buy the Ford software or maybe the Chevy software. If I'm an automotive locksmith and I don't know what I'm going into when I get on that call, the MVP Pro gives me the ability to have all the software available, so I'm never going to be stuck out somewhere not knowing, oh, okay, you didn't tell me you had a Toyota and I don't have the Toyota software. I have to drive back and get another machine that has that program on it. And the Smart Dongle came out last year. That allows us to venture down the new direction of automotive, where manufacturers are doing different things to prevent keys from being made easily to their vehicles. So the Smart Dongle starts to segue us into the evolution of that industry. It might be more programming through EEPROM. It might be just whatever the manufacturers do that we're trying to defeat and allow the locksmiths to be able to originate keys and not send everybody to a dealership. The Smart Dongle also has the ability to, with an accessory purchase, to bypass Nissan BCM or something like a Hyundai pin converter. So it's going to be a crucial piece for some of the newer vehicles. If you have an MVP Pro, you definitely need to find out about getting a Smart Dongle, because it's going to save you time and it's going to help you out going forward with our machines. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to your local Kaba Ilco rep, or you can reach out to your local distributor, and any of us are happy to help you with any questions you may have. Hi again, it's Cameron Davis.
And Johnny Transponder. And we're off to our next locksmith venture. We hope that you've enjoyed our short little video, and we'll see you at the next trade show.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.